Hello folks, this is Nigel at Spiritual Renaissance New Zealand. It is Sunday the 29th of September at 10:50 a.m. and I have been blocked from Facebook for 3 days. I come back on Monday night, I think. We'll go back on. I have some various bits of news, I guess. I wanted to show you something on this radar. I have numerous times mentioned that the weather for New Zealand, our winter is non-existent, and our weather is manufactured over the Tasman mostly and moved around, and I wanted to show you why I say that and how I say that and so forth. Now I'll show you that in a moment. There is an earthquake drill on the 17th of October, national one for New Zealand. It's just a routine regular one and so forth. But over the last few weeks there has been a lot of electromagnetic frequencies, EMF, over the country to manufacture or to bring about this weather, to move it around, shift cloud around and so forth, to give us the weather that we've had, including snow. And I would like to reiterate that at least it's my theory, but all of this recent weather has been man-made. There is no, or has been no, winter in New Zealand. There's been none. And the weather that we have seen is man-made, all of it. And I've followed all of the bad weather that we've had, and I have seen the electromagnetic frequency, the wavelength patterns for all of it, and I've seen how it's been moved over and so forth. There is little doubt in my mind that it has all been manufactured that way. And I want to show you now this. One more thing I was going to say is that given that there is an earthquake drill on the 17th of October, I am quite open to the possibility that there will be an earthquake, major earthquake, lining up for that, and I believe it will be man-made. I'm not 100% definite on it. All of this electromagnetic frequency EMF that has been done over the last few weeks could be simply just to keep the cloud cover, keep the rain, keep the apparency of weather, of a winter happening over New Zealand. It's possible. Or perhaps they are lining it up for that date, and or perhaps both, and it's possible that within a few days of October, 17th of October, either way, within a week or either side, we could see a large earthquake, possibly even before. That's my I certainly would prepare mentally at least, and physically, with supplies or whatever. I mean, I'm always supplied on that, we're always prepared on that matter anyway, but anyway, up to you. Okay, let's have a look at this. Now you will see here there is a weather front here moving over toward New Zealand, and this is it here. Okay, so it starts off as this little dot here, and this is nucleation process being done, and you will see it. They're dropping something there that is creating the cloud, and you can see that as it moves out. Right? This here, it's originating from this fine point, and this, whatever it is, probably an aircraft or something, I don't know, or a ship, that is dropping something, sending something up here. I haven't been onto Ship Tracker and all of that to track it. I could do that too. But let's have a look on this one, and you'll see it more. You'll see it very clearly on this, that it is originating from a single point, and it moves. It's just moving this up here so you can see it a bit more clearly. You can see that there is a single point that's moving. Now these are only taken every hour, so you know there's big jumps in between this, these photos. So that's why it jumps from one place to another. But you can see that steadily moving in one direction there, right? Now, while we have it here, it's not very far to Rockhampton and Gladstone, which are up here, and this is where there's a huge Singaporean and Australian military base that they just poured $1 billion into. The military do this weather modification stuff, so it's kept under the radar, if you like. It's kept so that it's not known to the public, but there you have it, folks. Now, I don't know if it's been done from Rockhampton or whether they're probably using American planes or whatever to do this or whatever. Who knows? But there's also, I want to show you something else while we're here. And this is concerning, this is the visual, oh no, not, we'll get to the visual. Actually this is the, no, this is the visual, yeah, this is it. Okay, here we go. So this is 10 AM yesterday morning, Saturday morning, and there is a pattern here. It actually went earlier than 10 as well, but that there is not natural. That sort of rectangular, if you like, angled gap. So you've got all this cloud coming over here, and then all of this is clear, but this piece here stays there, and I'll show you. You can see it's still there in this frame. This is 11 o'clock, and you can still see it there at 1. And it's starting to disperse out. You can't see it quite, so you can still see the same shape, and we see these angles here. Now that is unusual. Why would the cloud suddenly stop? I better just pull that back. Why would the cloud come over the mountains here, over the mountains here, and not in this section here, right? So these are some of the anomalies. So that the only thing I can sort of figure with that is there is some electromagnetic frequencies being used in that area to make that happen, and that's got some influence over the weather. And I don't know how, but that's what they're doing. Now, the EMF has been done all over the country. There's not so much on this, so I won't bother actually pointing it a whole lot out, but it's been right down from Queenstown to right up. But a lot of it has been done over central North Island, and the target area for an earthquake, their model for an earthquake is just off the coast of Hawke's Bay, somewhere around here. That's the model that they are planning using as an earthquake scenario. Now, that doesn't mean to say that that's where the earthquake will happen. I'm guessing it'll be slightly off that, but if there is one, you know, it's more, chances are it could be down here or somewhere or something like that. Anyway, now, as the last point on my short video here, it has come out that this Greta Thunberg thing, the girl with the voice that isn't hers, is part of a huge plan that has been going for several years, and that article we've published on, certainly on MeWe. I shared it around to a few people on Facebook before I got totally banned. Can't share any links or anything now. I managed to get a few links through before I got totally wiped out on that too, but they actually were censoring me on my Facebook profile. So I switched over to another profile that I sometimes use, an old account I had, and they blocked me on that one as well. So evidently the blocking has gone right down to the IP address from where I am located, and the computer or whatever. So so this was not just about some, you know, post. It was an effort to stop me from broadcasting any information. So anyway, Greta is part of a plan that's been planned for years, and it is a very good article by Global Research that explains it all. globalresearch.ca, and then it's called Climate, I think it's called Climate, the Money Trail. Yeah, but basically Al Gore is right behind it. Other people, George Soros, Bill Gates, numerous 40 banks, Bank of England, Prince Charles, who's the other? Oh yeah, Bank of International Settlements, which is the bank that controls all the other banks. So they are planning to turn to, and have already turned to a large degree, to green bonds to let's say sink the money into. And this whole climate change thing is basically just another money-making scam, basically. Anyway, you can read about it there. That's all from me for the moment, I guess. But this, I think, is pretty clear evidence that this cloud that we're getting, and this weather that we're getting, is manufactured in the Tasman Sea and brought over New Zealand. Yeah, more from me when I get as more news comes up. I'll make more videos and so forth. I think Rick and I might be making another one this week. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks. Bye. Where are we? Here we go.